So in this problem, we need to determine the center and the radius of a circle, which is defined by the equation as given here. So we'll begin with our equation of the given circle. So here we have x squared plus y squared minus ax minus by equals to 0. Now this equation is given in the general form. So once we have the general form, we can extract few information which is going to help us determine the center as well as the radius. Now let's try to understand the general form of a circle. So let's say we have a circle centered at C and it has a radius of r. The general form of the circle, which is given by x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2 times fy plus c equals to 0, we can find out its center by using the coefficient of x and coefficient of y. So the x coordinate of the center is simply take the coefficient of x and multiply it with -half. And to find out the y coordinate, we take the coefficient of y from the general form and then multiply it with -half. And then finding out the radius is also pretty straightforward. All you have to do is take the square root, and underneath the square root, we'll have to first take the square of the -half times coefficient of x and then add it to -half times coefficient of y squared minus the constant term c. So coming back to equation, so from here we can extract few information like the coefficient of x, which is going to be -a. Then we can also find out the coefficient of the y. The coefficient of y is going to be -c, and then we have the constant term c, so this value is 0. Now let's try to find out the center of a circle. So our center is given by, what would we have to do for the x coordinate? We'll take -half and multiply it to coefficient of x, so that's -a. Then to find out the y coordinate, we'll take -half and multiply it to coefficient of y, which is -b, and then simplifying this gives us a over 2 comma b over 2. So this is going to be the center of a circle. So we have a over 2 comma b over 2. Our next task will be to find out the radius of the circle. So to find out the radius of the circle, we'll take the square root. Underneath the square root, first we will take -half and multiply it to coefficient of x, so that's -a, and then we're going to square this value. Then add it to -half times coefficient of y, which is -b, and then we're also going to square this value, and from it we're going to subtract the constant term, which is 0. So this is going to give us, so we have square root of, so -half times -a, that's simply positive a over 2, so we're going to get a squared over 4. Add it to b squared over 4. So if we pull out 1 over 4 from the square root, we're going to get square root of a squared plus b squared over 2. So that is going to be the radius of a circle, which is as a value square root of a squared plus b squared all divided by 2. So we've successfully found out the center as well as the radius of the circle, which equation is given by x squared plus y squared minus ax minus by equals to 0.